your partner can actually affect your health.
Personality profiler Dr. Richard Levak joins us this morning with more on that. You know, I was reading a second ago, a lot of people, when it comes to emotions, it can affect their physical health, correct?
Yes.
And research tells us that, and arguing our health, they kind of go together. So why should we, I mean, if we're talking about emotions, should we bottle those emotions up inside, or should we release those things? Because a lot of people just keep it inside, don't they?
That's right. A great new study just out just this month shows that 150 couples who were tracked over 20 years, that people who bottle things up develop back problems and joint problems. People who blow up develop blood pressure and heart problems.
You think? They needed a study for that?
That's right, right. But it's interesting because people sometimes confuse hostility, blowing up, and anger, and they're very different.
What do you mean?
So you can be angry, and expressing anger is not bad for your health if it's expressed cleanly without hostility. I am so angry with you, Brad. You did this and this happened. I'm just angry. That isn't hostility. But if I attack you and call you lazy and call you names, swear at you, that's hostility.
Arguing is a part of being in a relationship.
Yes.
It's going to happen. Some do it more than others. But how do you deal with the situation? Because I've heard the whispering around even like the studio when we were talking about this, that somebody doesn't argue back, or they just get quiet, or they're not participating in the argument.
Right. People who won't participate are the people who develop these joint problems, back problems. But the question is, why did they do that? There are a few different reasons. Sometimes people are so overwhelmed, the computer shuts down and they can't get their words around their emotions. It's all blocked up. Stonewallers need to recognize it's affecting their health. They need to take some time, tell their partner, I can't process my emotions, I can't think straight, give me a little time, but I'll come back to it. You have to come back to it though.
So here's a question for you. Are men and women different with how they deal with conflict?
Of course.
I mean,
Let me answer that for you.
Yeah, because I think one of the things is when, you know, some people, you just talk about stonewalling, they want to say something, but there's just so much going on in their head that they can't.
That's exactly right. And men and women are different in the way that they're affected by their health. Women are very affected by men's hostility, or even their own hostility. But men are more affected if they feel controlled, or they're very controlling. Very controlling. And if you're always in control, it affects your blood pressure.
Let's spend the last few seconds then. We've talked about all this stuff about arguing. How do we argue well today?
And this is so important, because in a relationship of any kind, things go wrong, and you have to negotiate and problem solve. Firstly, take the issue and stick to it.
Okay.
Don't bring in, look, you didn't do this morning, why not? Instead of, you never do this.
Right.
So stick to one issue.
Okay.
Don't bring up lots of issues, and don't attack, don't blame, don't criticize.
Easier said than done. Right?
Right.
Okay, Dr. Levak, always good having you here.